Okay, so now you've got your big three in place, really. You've got your story in words, you've got your market analysis, and you've got your story of numbers that shows how you're going to work into that market and reach your financial goals. Now, remember, when you're selling an investment product, that's the product. Like if you're not, if you have a shoe company, you're not really selling shoes to the investors. You're selling shoes to the customers for shoes, and you're selling investment products to the customers for investment products. And this is where a lot of entrepreneurs really get tripped up because they get confused. They think, well, since people like my shoes, they should give me money to build the company. And it just doesn't work that way. It's a different product. And this is really why you have to be so careful with your time, because it's so easy to get bogged down in time wasting activities with the process of raising capital, of selling investment products. And people just run out of time. I've had people come to me just crying because, I told them don't do what they're doing. Then they come back, a month later, a year later, and it's like they did it anyway and it didn't work. And now their company ran out of money. Their offer, their equity offer, their investment offer didn't work, and it's over. Their dream's over. So, if you have a business vision that's going to require capital, I mean, it's worth a few bucks to spend some time with somebody like me who's been at this for years. And most people who know what I know don't want to deal with people like you. I do, because I am a person like you. I know how hard it is to start and build your vision, and I want you to succeed. And so again, most of the people who know what I know, they won't even take a deal that's under $10 million. And probably, if you're on this call, probably your first round is going to be somewhere between $200,000 and $500,000, and that's too small for professionals to handle. So you're not going to find somebody raise money for you on commission and all that nonsense. Put that out of your mind. So anyway, you've done your homework. You've taken 2 to 3 weeks to get prepared. And now you're really ready to start talking with potential investors and inviting them to your syndicate. Because remember, you want to have at least a 30-day cooling off period between the time they get into your syndicate and the time that you actually make the offer. And that's why I allow for a 3-month period, because we want to get that syndicate built as fast as possible. If you can work more in week 1, you could literally be ready in week 1 or 2 to start the fundraising process, which starts with building relationships. It's a relationship business. You can't wait till the end. If you wait until you need money, then you got to start this process, and there's a big delay. And then also, even things like with crowdfunding platforms, they often have a 30-day delay after you've raised your money before they'll release the funds. So if you're looking at that timeline, every day is critical for you to meet your goals in any kind of a timely fashion. So it's really, in my opinion, I think, look, if you're raising capital and you don't know what you're doing, you haven't done it before, you haven't succeeded before, you haven't built a successful company before, book a call with me and we'll put you in a program that's right for you and your ability to pay, so that you can get the knowledge you need. If you're flat broke right now, you need to be working on that, not raising capital, really. You'll raise some money from some friends and family, and then you'll blow that, and then you'll wish you at least, look, if you're doing that, you're raising money from friends and family, put in a little bit of budget to get mentoring. Otherwise, you're going to lose all their money. And the hardest people to face when you've lost money are your friends and family. So I recommend avoiding them altogether. You don't need to. You don't need to raise money from the people who like that until you really know what you're doing. And when you know what you're doing, you're going to frame those conversations correctly, because everyone's enthusiastic. I've had people come to me and like their friends and family think they're the next Bill Gates and that they're going to get rich by giving these people, $20,000 or $50,000, and they're all going to become millionaires. And it's like, probably not. If that's the story, they're probably going to lose all their money. It's much better to tell people right up front, this is a high risk venture. You'll probably lose all your money. Can you afford to do that? It's your responsibility. You have a fiscal responsibility to your investors to not let them participate if it's too big of a risk for them. They need to be able to lose all the money they invest and not bat an eye, not not like look at you funny at Thanksgiving or Christmas or anything like that. You know, when you meet them on the street, that's how you have to handle it. So much integrity is involved, and of course, you'll learn that when you work with me, how to handle the whole thing with integrity. So anyway, now your story is ready, and now you're looking at how to have these conversations. And what you do is you start looking at communities of people you would be speaking with, and the kind of people you can reach. I'm going to do that in the next video.